Bloody hell. Oh, jumps. Oh, did that... Oh. Sorry, I tried to stop it.
So as you can see, guys, Lisa was driving. Neo's our technical advisor down there. He's just checking out the body. Yeah, he's not impressed either. We've been here a few minutes, like 10 minutes, would you say?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
And we've broken the wishbone connector at the back. Yeah, it's broken. Look, it's broken. And because that broke when it was tumbling, we've lost a dog bone as well. So this first outing with this guy's a little bit disappointing, if I'm honest. I mean, that's disappointing. Yeah. But this is a known weak spot, guys. So if you're gonna get one of these, my advice is just buy these bits. I don't think they're a lot of money. I think they're like 25 quid. Should we just get them? Should we just get them?
What's her face for?
Oh, do you want the car? I'm not going to give you the car because the car's heavy. Do you want this? Do you want that?
There you go.
Ooh.
Car.
So this is the first instalment. We was hoping to film the bashing section now, but we're not going to be able to. I'm going to have to go and spend some more money on parts so we can get back out. But this was your first drive, Lisa. What did you think?
Like, first impressions was amazing. Crazy fast.
It's crazy fast.
Crazy
Lisa
fast.
was doing a run, I'll put it in now. Lisa was doing like a 60-mile-an-hour grass run. We're running on 6S. Is it heavy?
Do you want Mama's phone here?
So Lisa was doing a 60-mile-an-hour run when it happened. And like I say, this is a known weak point. So whatever the price is that I've told you, add the price of these parts in as well. Just get them, and then you won't be at the field like us looking for a dog bone in the long grass. And with a broken part in a car we can't use now until tomorrow. So the next part of this video will be like this for you.
Finally, we're at the basher track. Let's see what this thing's got.
Nice jump.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
It's alright, he just tried to kill the baby. Neo, did he almost murder you? Yeah, he nodded.
It's actually a few days after the debacle where I ran the camera into my beautiful son. Sorry, mate.
You didn't run the camera into him?
Oh, sorry, I ran the car into Neo. Lesson learned there. Today, Neo is well back from the suit. We got Alan, RC Daddy family, and the MT10, and Lisa's driving again. We got the custom RC upgrades parts fitted. Hopefully we get a bit of time before we get a breakage. let her rip then, Lise.
Looking forward to it.
Nice.
I was watching yours and not mine, so I let it tumble. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
So you'll see today, guys, we're staying a lot further away from the little ones today. Scared the life out of myself. So Al's having a quick go. Initial thoughts, Sal?
Yeah, I like it. Oh.
Looks like the shock's just pulled out, but we have lost the bottom collar. The spring's there. So what I've done, I've just taken a piece of rubbish that was on the floor here, and I've marked the spot with it. And Al is out there trying to find the little shock collar, the spring retainer for the bottom. So if we find it, we'll be back. So bear with me, guys. I've got a few notes. I want to make sure that I hit all the points that I felt was important. That last crash at the field meant that we had to come home and work on the vehicle at home. When I got here, I noticed that we've bent the shock tower. This is another one of the well-known weak points on the DR8. They've taken out so much meat across the centre of here and left no metal in there. So what's happened is it has bent exactly where they've taken all of that meat out. And as a result, I've got to straighten this because we're filming another video. Now, tell me what you think of the idea. I'm going to tell you about what we've got coming up later on in the video, but tell me what you think in the description below. So we're having to replace the shock tower. I've got some ideas there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the FTX anodized version and put that on there. Now, Lee, who got us out of trouble when their hinge pin broke on a Saturday, he let me drive over and pick the part up for him. He met us with the part, and not only did he sell me this piece, he threw in, there's two sides to it. He let me have the backing plate for free as a goodwill gesture. So anybody who does something like that is going to get a shout out on the channel. As I said before, I'm not shilling for any companies. You cannot buy your way into the channel. You can get a paid sponsored read, which we could arrange a sum, but then I will tell you guys, you know, it will say down in the corner, we've been paid to tell you that, you know, this is an advert, basically. But any other content on the show is our thoughts, and it's from the heart. I'm trying to protect you guys from making mistakes. I'm going to make them so you don't have to. These are not fit for purpose, almost. I mean, if it had been an experienced driver driving a truck, it's less likely that these things would have given up as quick as they did. But even the most experienced drivers have bad crashes sometimes, and they would have broke eventually. So why did we give the car? I went out and dropped £500-ish in the hands of Sean at SC Models in Stevenage. And then come home, I didn't even test the car myself. I just gave it to my lovely Mrs. RC Mummy. And I said, right, enjoy yourself, have some fun. She's never driven a brushless RC vehicle before, especially something as powerful and as big as this. So she would be a good representation of what a new driver is going to have as an experience. Now, I'm going to say straight off the bat, this isn't a vehicle for someone who's new to the hobby. This might be a second or a third car. If it is your second or third car, this is incredible. It's fast, it's well behaved in the air. It is pretty strong overall, with the exception of a couple of weak spots. I think once you've changed out the hinge pins, the hinge pin blocks and the shock towers, I think you're well on your way to having a vehicle that is not unbreakable, because every car is breakable. Kevin Talbot shows us that all the time. But under normal use, is just going to give you lots and lots of fun in return for your money. So money, that's a point we want to touch on. This vehicle in the UK, if you're just buying the car and you have batteries and chargers and stuff, if you're buying the car with the controller, is about £350. Now, in the 1/8 scale buggy type market, there are only a handful of cars that are anywhere near as big and powerful and that as this. And those cars are £600 or £700. So I think in this budget, this is the best RC car for the money. I really do. Buy the car, add the hinge pin connectors and the shock towers, even get the titanium chassis from Custom RC Upgrades and the titanium shock towers, not even the FTX ones that are like 20, 35 quid, I think, for the pair front and back. Get the titanium ones. The shock towers from Custom, they're a bit spendy. I'm not getting them because I want to show you if the other ones are fit for purpose. They're about £75, I think, on Custom RC Upgrades. Even if you add those bits in, you're still well under the cost of those more expensive, larger brands. So at this point of the review, my feelings and my honest opinion is that this is a lot of car for the money. And I don't think there's anything else out there that gives you what this gives you at anywhere near this price point. And then with the upgrades, is it worse than those other more expensive cars? I really don't think it is. So it's my opinion that the cost to fun ratio for someone who is on their second or third vehicle and wanted a 1/8 scale, I think it's right up there. There may be another car that I don't know about that gives you this much fun at this price point. The only car that I can think of, or two cars maybe, that I can think of similar cost and setup would be the Associated MT10 and the Armour BLX. Yeah, they're the only sort of, the BLX 3S, the V2. They're the only ones that I would say that would give this a run for the money. So I cannot do this wrapping up part of the video without addressing the fact that I drove the buggy in my son's pram buggy pushchair. And that's on me, guys. I've been a long time getting back into the sport. I've been out for a long time. The power of these compared to what I was using, just incredible. There has been a number of dog attacks in the UK recently, all over the news, where children have been killed by dogs running riot that are violent and stuff. And as a result, we've kept Neo very close to us when we're out and about. And in this instance, it wasn't a wise decision, and for me to be coming in like I did. So I thought it was going to roll, which is why I just kept it tipped up. I think if I'd have steered more, it would have tumbled and then gone airborne and it might have hit him. As it was, it just ran into one of the wheels on the buggy. He was none the wiser. The only people it really frightened was myself and his mum, Lisa. So I just want to address that. That's a lesson. I got lucky learning it the way I did. No one was hurt, nothing was damaged. I didn't give a monkey about the car. I was terrified that I'd hurt my son. So I just wanted to address that because I'm sure there are those of you that were, you know, you're aware that that wasn't a bright thing to do. And I know now, and that won't be happening again. So this was Lisa's first drive. She absolutely loved it. We talked extensively after going out to the Basher track, and she was doing completely the opposite thing to what you're supposed to quite often. And we're going to run at the end of the video. Stay tuned, guys, because I'm going to show you all of the. I'm going to do like a crash bash compilation where it is just crash after crash after crash after crash. And I can't state enough that we have broke a couple of bits, but really, after the pounding that this is taken, like most people would take this out and land it on its wheels, and then maybe 2 out of 10, there'd be a heavy, you know, it'd land on its side or whatever. Lisa was landing it on its end, or its back, or its front, or its side, like 15 times out of 17. And then she'd get a couple of nice landings. Towards the end, because the car was holding up, she was doing a lot better as well. So, she's all in now. Whenever I do a basher outing, Lisa wants to come. She really enjoyed it, and it was good to see her. She's a mum 24/7. She's doing a great job of looking after our kids. So it was lovely for me to see her enjoying herself. And she had to go with Al's MT10. I think if we had the money, she'd want one of them. But we're going to be getting the FTX, or the 18th scale FTX in on the channel soon. I can't think of the bloody name of it, but I'll pop a picture up here. So that's the one that we're going to be getting coming to the channel soon. So I think that's it. I think that just about wraps this one up. I'm going to straighten this and get it back on the truck because we are shooting an RC car versus watermelon episode. We're going to be doing some stuff for fun with like slow motion cameras and stuff. And if you want to see how the DR8 compares or holds up against like a 2 kilo watermelon, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you stay tuned for that. We're also going to be doing a height and length jump challenge with the DR8 as well. If you are a DR8 owner, or you're going to be a DR8 owner, join us, have some fun. We're going to see how high we can jump and how far we jump in an up-and-coming episode. If at the time of you watching this video, those have been filmed, there will be links to those below. I'm going to pop a link in for custom RC upgrades to the bit that we did break. I'll put a link in there for the titanium shock tab. But like I said, I am going to be getting the FTX anodized versions first. And if they're strong enough, they're like half the price. But if you do want the ultimate confidence, then the titanium ones probably will be the way to go for you. So that's it. I'm just going to wrap this one up. I'm going to say thank you to all the subscribers and returning viewers and new viewers for watching this video. And remember, guys, no matter the question, love is always the answer. Bye for now.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'm
what happened?
If the shit
oh no,
tastes
sound like
sour,
Kevin
you should taste
Talbot.
mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. get up, nah I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
She's taking a kick in, isn't she?